Hi, Garden Gems. This is Determined Gardener here at my local gardening center, and you are looking at a rack of distressed plants. I'm sorry for all this noise, but it is very busy today. But just take a look at these blooms. These are all hydrangeas. We have about 20 hydrangeas in different types of states, and you can see this one is really particularly bad, but there are ones that just need some water. And I have a video on my channel demonstrating how to bring these hydrangeas back to life. And you can see one right there. It looks really particularly bad, but don't be afraid to try to bring them back to life. If you can get them on discount, that is a great deal. Taking a look at some more ones. Now, which ones should you choose? Well, okay, there are certain ones that you should just avoid. Like this one, this is going to take a long time. Something like this, you're going to have to cut all the blooms off and start all over again and hydrate it and give it lots of water. But there are some here that are not so bad, like this one right here, right? Right here. This one is not so bad. So it just has a little bit of crispy leaves. So you want to do is just either cut off the leaves. And so, yeah, this one is not too bad. So let's take a look at another one. Like this one is extremely droopy. All the blooms are droopy. Can you save these blooms? It depends, right? If you water it right away and you leave it in the water for about 48 hours, under shade, this may bounce back. But once it gets really, really droopy like this, it may not. Some of the buds may bounce back and some of the buds may not bounce back. So what you want to do is actually cut it. But then it may not grow back for that season. So, but you still have a reduced hydrangea. If you are in some cooler climates, you can just put this in the ground and keep this hydrated as much as possible. So when it comes to distressed plants, right, I would choose one that is not so bad. And so we're looking at this one right here. This was a good example. This one, again, has very sad blooms, but you can bring this one back to life, again, with a little TLC. So that's what you want to do. You want to examine which ones are bad. And taking a look at the ones like this you're going to have to just cut off completely, right? And this one too, just they left it out of the sun and it gets this color and it gets brown like this, it can't be saved. If it still has some color like this and it's not as droopy, it can't be saved. So again, taking a look, and you want to bargain as much as possible. You want to get it more than half off. If they're saying half off, hey, try to do maybe 60 or 70% off, because you don't know whether these plants are going to live, because it does take a while for hydrangeas to bounce back. Out of all the plants, when it comes to distressed plants, hydrangeas are the easiest to bounce back. You just need to give them water and a little TLC. And the worst thing you can do, well, not the worst thing, but what you can do is just cut off the blooms and then wait for next season. Follow my channel for more gardening tips and hacks. And if you are getting a distressed hydrangea, let me know how it worked out for you. Did it bounce back to life? Were you able to bring it back to life? Or did you just decide that this was not worth it? Follow my channel for more gardening tips and hacks.